This and many of the songs were influenced by my grandmother, who used to be a gospel singer in New Orleans for a while, and she sang with the traveling choir. I don't know if you can tell, but I grew up singing in his church, and so she taught herself how to play piano when she was 66 years old. And at that time, when you had cataract surgery, you had to go in the hospital and stay there for 6 weeks, and there were stitches involved, and it was just awful.
Put sandbags all around you.
And put sandbags around you, yes, so you wouldn't move and things wouldn't get pressurized. And so to help keep her hands busy, my grandfather bought her a little, it's a little larger than a spinet, but a really nice piano, and he would just take her hands and put it on the keys. And with her eyes closed, she would pick things out. And every day she'd sit at that piano, and she'd sing along and pick out a few things. And when her eyes healed, she taught herself how to read music. And what I didn't know, and I was just a little bitty girl then, and I started to learn how to play piano by ear when I was 3. And what nobody knew at that time was I couldn't see either. And when my dad bought an old upright piano that was a repaired or couldn't be repaired piano, player piano, they rolled it into our garage in Topeka, Kansas. He painted it antique white. And the black keys were worn away. They weren't black anymore, so he painted those turquoise blue. So of course, I could wander out at 3 years old. I could wander in the garage and put my hands on that piano. I was really fascinated by it, but I couldn't see the whole thing. So I started picking out songs that my mom would sing. And a lot of them were gospel songs. And whenever my grandmother would come to visit from Kansas City, she'd go, "Kelley, play that little thing I heard you play the other day." One bright morning, when this life is over, I'm gonna fly away. Oh, I fly away. Yeah, I'm gonna fly away. And she would sing, and I'd pick out little chords and little things. And as I got older, my parents thought, maybe we ought to roll that into the house. And by the time I was 10 years old, I was playing pretty much what I wanted to at that time. And my parents had to talk me into learning how to read music. I said, "Oh no, I don't do that." They didn't realize I couldn't see the music on the page. And finally my teacher in grade school said, "You know, I think this girl needs some glasses." And when I got them, I was so shocked. I said, "What is that?" I said, "Man, that thing is big." So I was really grateful for that turn of events and for my grandmother, and not being able to see a doggone thing. And yes, I learned how to read music. So a lot of the songs that I wrote and I have recorded are really a tip of the hat to her, to my mother and my father, for not discouraging me, for not making fun of me when I said, "I wrote a song." And I'd sit there and sing something about, you know, a bunny rabbit, and rather than laugh at me, they'd say, "That's interesting, do some more." So when I wrote this song, I had her in mind. Because she didn't let anything stop her. And I thought, well, why should I? I'm ready out of the blue. All of a sudden I knew just what to do. No hesitating, no wasting time. Opportunities knocking and it sure is mine, and I'm ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you know I'm ready now. Yes, I'm ready. Oh, oh, oh. You know I'm ready now. Gonna take some strength, stand my ground, and not let sorrow knock me down. I might be afraid, but that's okay. It's been a long time coming. There's a will, there's a way. I'm ready.